bunch more stuff is coming down the line for Wizards Unite. What exactly is it? Well, stay tuned and find out. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Wizarding Wiz. So, like I just said, there is a bunch of stuff coming for Wizards Unite, including another event which will be starting in the middle of this current half of the Brilliant event, and a brand new update. So we're going to start with the brand new update because there's some really cool things coming down the line for that. Quick little thing though, if you are on an Android phone, you may want to wait a little while until you download the new update, which is 2.8.0, because there has been apparently some bugs for Android dealing with fortresses and not being able to get in them or participate. So maybe wait if you're on Android. I haven't done it yet, so I can't confirm if there's a bug or not, but this is what I've been hearing. So maybe wait a little while, wait a few days, or wait until it's forced if you're on Android. But this is what we get to look forward to coming down the pipe. To start off with, in January we will be getting what is called Frosty Foundables, or more of them, which I'm assuming is like the Foundables that take place during the Yule Ball, like the Hagrid and Madame Maxime, and Krum and Hermione, and Fred and Angelina, and all those, you know, the ones that have like snow in them is what I'm assuming is coming. That will be coming during January. We'll see increased spawns of those. I don't know if there's a specific date or if it's for the entire month, but as soon as I find out for that, I will let you guys know. The next big feature of this update is actually going to correspond with port keys. So now, instead of having to pan around, especially if you're sitting down or you're in a spot and it looks, you know, weird, because it looks weird. Let's face it. It looks fucking weird when you're standing out there and you're walking and going like this. People think you're recording. They give you weird looks and stuff. Good news on that is that you will now be able to pan around the port keys without having to use the gyroscope on the phone, without having to actually move your phone. So I don't know if this means we're going to have to like swipe around to look or what necessarily is going to happen, but you will be able to move around the port keys and do a full 360 pan without having to actually physically turn your body. So that's great if you're out in public and don't want to look like you're recording everybody, or if you're like me and you're lazy and you do them as soon as you get home from work at night and you don't really want to stand up because you're home and you've been on your feet all day and you just want to sit there and be able to do your port keys without having to move around all weird and twist yourself in funny ways. I often actually find myself twisting up over backwards just to get these port keys and get these wax spurts. You don't have that's going to be a thing of the past once this update is available for everybody. Next thing coming up, and this is pretty excited, although I'm not sure why it didn't happen to begin with. I remember, if you go back a little bit to when we actually first got the trace potion, or the potion for trace detection enhancement, or whatever the proper name is for it, the pink one, you know, the one that all the ingredients are super hard to find for, or at least they were. A Rumpet Horn's been spawning a bit more frequently, or getting out of port keys a bit more frequently anyway. You will now be able to grow baneberries and the Angel Trumpet Horn flower in greenhouses, as well as being able to find the seed packets on the ground, which obviously if you're going to be able to grow them, you have to have the seeds for them. So those are now available out on the map. And the good thing here is that this update is actually server-side. It's already done without having to do the update. So if you are on Android like me and you're going to wait to do the update, you can still go out and find these packets and you can still plant them and get them, because you don't have to wait for the update. It was a server-side part, so that's all set and ready to go. The last cool feature that they have added is that Dawdle Drought finally does its job, keeping the Confoundable from fleeing from you once you've used the potion. Now, this should have been implemented from the start. That was the point of Dawdle Drought, and that's why a lot of people, myself included, stopped brewing them, because they weren't doing what they were supposed to do. Well, now, apparently, they finally fixed it, and you should be able to do it. You should be able to use them, and it should do exactly what it was supposed to do from the get-go, and hold those Foundables in place, or the Confoundables in place, so they don't run away while you're trying to get your trace. Now, whether or not they're going to run away as soon as the Dawdle Drought's over, and maybe still didn't collect it, I don't know. This will be something we'll have to test out in the field and see what happens, but as of right now, Dawdle Drought is working, nothing is fleeing, and this update is also available without having to do the new update. So, once again, if you are on Android and you are waiting because of the bug, you're fine. You can still brew your Dawdle Droughts and use them, and they should work the way that they were meant to. Now, on top of this, there are various bug fixes, as there usually are, and, of course, more bugs added, as there usually are. For a full list of all of that, I will leave a link in the description to the website that does all the breakdown for you, because there's a lot and it takes a lot, and we still have more things to cover in this video. So, and I don't want to make this video insanely long because I have a Lego Harry Potter coming out also later on today, possibly early tomorrow morning, depending on how long it takes to render and get that stuff done. So I don't want to make this video too long, because who wants to sit here and watch me for 40 minutes? Nobody. That's why I try to cut down the Lego Harry Potter videos too. So let's get right into the next thing, because this is actually also very exciting. If you remember a while back, I told you that there was going to be another kind of special event called the 12 Tasks of Christmas. Well, we finally have the full official announcement for that, and that will be starting on December 20th, and it will be going until January 7th. So we actually have a decent amount of time to complete this. Now, the tasks do not have to be completed in any specific order. As you get them done, you can collect them. Most of them award XP, and a lot of it. Some of them reward Dark Detectors. One of them rewards spellbooks, which is something I'm looking forward to. And if you manage to complete all 12, some of them are pretty difficult, guys, but if you manage to complete all 12, the rewards are pretty awesome. You will be getting 3 silver keys, 80 gold, 1 Dark Detector, 3 red spellbooks, and 1 restricted section book. Now, let me clarify by saying, when I say that the tasks are hard, they're not actually really that hard to do. They're just time consuming, although there is one task in particular that is 3 in a row, which can sometimes be difficult depending, but if you play your cards right, it shouldn't be that hard. Most of them have to do with things you do every day in game anyway, whether it's collect gifts or send gifts or go to inns or battle a fortress or just collect foundables, do special types of spells like from greats or masterfuls, things like that nature. That's what most of them entail, and like I said, they all reward a lot of XP. Well, most of them reward a lot of XP. Some of them reward a Dark Detector or 2, and one of them rewards spellbooks. So it looks like we are going to be busy for the rest of the month of December, right into January, and I can't wait to see what January holds. If they're going to be doing this whole Frosty thing, like I mentioned earlier from the update, the whole Frosty foundable thing, maybe there'll be something tied into that as well, and I'm sure the Brilliant event will tie somewhere into the weather as well. Now, if you want a full list of the set of tasks that you will have to accomplish, again, the link will be down below. It's actually the same website. You can just click on the 2 different sections. I'll leave the main link for the main website, and then you can select which one you want to read, whether it's the bug fixes or the 12 days of Christmas, or 12 tasks of Christmas. So all this is really exciting, guys. December's not over yet, and we still have a bunch of stuff to do. And then we go right into January, and one of these tasks is carrying us all the way through to the new year. So I look forward to going through all of these tasks. I will share my experience with you guys, and you can let me know about your experience down in the comment section below, and let me know what you think about this update and about these 12 days of Christmas tasks. This is going to be fantastic. I love that they are doing so much to keep us busy in Wizards Unite. It's really helping keeping the game going and keeping players either coming back or joining. It's fantastic, guys. I love what they're doing here. So even if the storyline is a bit lacking, at least they're keeping the game interesting for us and keeping us going and keeping us playing. And that's it, guys. That's all I have for you. I hope you found this information useful. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure that you turn on those notifications so that you know whenever I post a video. Like I said, I will be having a Lego Harry Potter video coming out either later on tonight or early tomorrow, depending on how long it takes me to render. I've already got it recorded, so we'll see how long it actually takes me to render and get up. Until next time, guys, stay safe, stay warm, and watch out for those Dementors.